2024 is the year of Intel's 14th-gen laptops, and we just got hold of one such HP Omen 16 with Intel's Core i7 14th-gen paired with the powerful RTX 4060 with 8 GB of VRAM. In this video, let's find out how exactly powerful is the i7 14th generation when paired with the powerful GPU, how much of a performance gap is there between the i7 13th-gen and i7 14th-gen, and is it worth buying the 14th-gen i7? Let's first unbox this beautiful laptop and see what's inside. It comes in a good old HP Omen packaging, which I really feel is very clean, sophisticated and secure for the laptop. On the right side we have one big box which carries a 280-watt charger and a power cable, and here on the left side we have the laptop covered in the black cloth. Let's take this out. This laptop comes with Intel Core i7 14700HX with 20 cores and 28 threads, out of which 8 are P cores and 12 E cores. NVIDIA RTX 4060 with 8 GB of GDDR6 VRAM, a 16 GB of DDR5 RAM clocked at 5600 MHz, and it comes in dual channel. 1 TB of Gen 4 NVMe whose read and write speeds are as follows. If you compare this with the i7 13th gen, we get additional 6 cores and 8 threads, additional 6 MB L3 cache, additional 10-watt TDP and 5.5 GHz maximum clock speed as compared to 5.2 in 13th gen i7. Let's see how the CPU performs later in the performance section. Before that, let's quickly talk about the build and design of this unit. HP maintained the exact same look as the 13th gen i7 Omen with a very low profile look and no branding anywhere except this black on black Omen logo, which along with this low profile keyboard looks pretty neat. Comparing it with last year's model, it has no changes at all, which is not refreshing but still pretty decent, with good polycarbonate built all over, providing a little top lid flex, virtually no keyboard flex, and there is also an improvement in the hinges, providing very less screen wobble. It can easily be opened with one hand and the screen goes back to 175 degrees for sharing. It fashions a full-size keyboard which has 4 zones of RGB. It has good key travel and feels good to type on without any accidental presses. It also has 26 key anti-ghosting, which means you can press and register up to 26 keys at the same time without it missing any keys. One thing I like about this keyboard is that it has a very low profile look with decent font and decent keys, which you can easily take to formal settings. It has a very big fully clickable trackpad which has multi-gesture support and feels good and smooth to use. If you look at the top of the keyboard, it has a mesh type design which is basically an air exhaust vent, which also lie on both sides and on the back, which along with this big air intake vent on the bottom gives one of the best thermals in gaming laptop segment. It has dimensions of 36.9 cm by 25.94 cm by 2.35 cm and a weight of 2.35 kg, which with smooth rounded edges feel easy to carry around. Oh, and up to 39% of the chassis of this laptop has been made using recycled ocean plastic and agricultural waste, so it's a very noble step towards environmental safety. It comes packed with additional features like a mux switch with advanced optimus, which means you don't need to recharge the laptop for it to take effect. It has a 1080p webcam which is a perfect fit for meetings and online classes, and it also comes equipped with the privacy shutter. It comes pre-installed with Microsoft Office. It has Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3 for that seamless connectivity. It has an 83 watt-hour battery which lasts for 5 hours of regular usage and about 1.5 to 2 hours of gaming. It has 2 down-firing speakers of 2 watt each, which provide a really good sound with good bass and ample clarity. Talking about the screen, it has the same 16.1-inch IPS anti-glare panel with the native resolution of only 1920 by 1080 and an aspect ratio of 16 by 9. It has a refresh rate of 165 Hz and a screen response time of 7 milliseconds, which is great for esport games. It has a color gamut of 100% sRGB, a contrast ratio of 1650 by 1, peak brightness of 300 nits, which to be real feels dim in real life usage. It has a good viewing angle of 175 degrees. Overall, it does have a good screen, but for a laptop worth this much, with a very capable 2K GPU RTX 4060, I was expecting a 2K screen in this. Talking about the ports, it has in total 2 USB Type-A ports and 2 USB Type-C ports. Starting from the left, it has 2 USB Type-C Thunderbolt 4 ports, which also give display of up to 4K 60Hz and are connected to the iGPU, have always on functionality and can be used to charge the laptop up to 60 watt charger. It also has one audio mic combo jack. On the right side, it has only one USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 port, which also has always on functionality. Rest of the ports lie on the back side, which include one power input port, one RJ45 Ethernet port, one HDMI 2.1 port which is connected to the DGPU and gives output of 8K 60Hz, and and one USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 port. Ports wise, I have mixed feelings about this. It does have two Thunderbolt 4 ports, which is great, but only two USB Type-A ports, which is one port short of perfection. It has ports on the back side to give a cleaner setup, but they gave only one USB Type-A port on the right side, which could come in the way of using mouse for the right-handed users. So I would say that the port situation is okay, but it could have been much better. It has ample upgrade options, which include two RAM slots with a maximum capacity of 16 GB per slot of 5600 each, giving it a total of 32 GB. It has two M.2 slots for NVMe, but only the primary slot supports Gen 4 SSD, while the secondary slot only supports Gen 3 NVMe, so keep that in mind. It also has one upgradable Bluetooth and Wi-Fi card. Now comes the part you have all been waiting, the performance section for the all-new i7 14 generation. Cinebench R24 scored 1277 in multi-core, 119 in single-core, and 9864 GPU score, and 3D Mark TimeSpy scored 14830 in CPU, 10659 in GPU, and 11130 overall. These scores are simply outstanding, surpassing the likes of even the infamous M1 chips of Apple, and are well suited for any task you can throw at it, like hardcore 2K gaming with an external monitor, streaming, 4K level editing, 3D modeling and architectural work, machine learning and AI work, coding, and creative workloads. I tested this laptop on a select few games which I seemed worthy of such combination, and here are the test conditions. I also compared the results with the Omen i7 13700HX with RTX 4060 for a fair comparison, and here are the results. This laptop performed really good on its own, standing up to the highest specifications. If we compare it with the i7 13 generation, we can see about 7 to 10% increase in the FPS of these heavy titles. Keep in mind that these FPS are for the highest settings, so expect a good amount of boost while playing at recommended settings. The temperatures of the laptop were also well managed, giving outstanding low temperatures, living up to the standards set by HP Omen. All in all, I can say it will perform really good in any game you play on it. And for the record, I did not test GTA and Valorant this time, as there is no fun of showing 300 plus FPS on Valorant and 160 plus FPS on GTA, as this hardware is pretty much overkill for these games. Talking about the price, this laptop is available online for 1,50,000, but you can get this laptop at a great deal at Premier Laptops HP Omen Playground Ludhiana, which is HP's exclusive gaming laptop store, who gave me the opportunity to work with this laptop. They have the best environment for buying a gaming laptop, displaying the units before you buy it for you to test and experience the laptop and know what exactly you will be buying. They have a really capable staff who will guide you to buy the best laptop according to your needs. They can also ship the laptop all over India, so contact details are in the description. Now let's see the competition, that is laptops with similar specs. HP Omen 16 with i7 13 Gen and RTX 4060, Acer Predator Helios Neo with i7 13 Gen and RTX 4060, Dell G16 again with i7 13 Gen and RTX 4060, similarly MSI Stealth and Legion 5 Pro. So this laptop has its goods and its bads. Talking about the goods, it has a good color gamut, it has good ports placement, it has two Thunderbolt 4 ports, good build quality, excellent performance, best thermals, a 1080p webcam, and a mux switch with advanced Optimus. But it also has some bads, like only a full HD screen at this price, only two USB Type-A ports, and for some people it might look quite bland. In conclusion, I would say that it is undoubtedly a very capable and obviously a very expensive gaming laptop that would be able to perform any task you throw at it. It does suffer from some shortcomings, but all of them are a personal preference, to be honest, and can easily be ignored. This is an absolute performance beast to have, and I would definitely recommend buying this laptop.
If you liked the review, please like the video, dislike if you didn't, tell me about it in the comment section, and consider subscribing for more videos like this.